We're in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I'm going to take you on a walk down the beach this gorgeous morning. Hi, I'm Carmen, and if you're new here and you enjoy Myrtle Beach videos, be sure to subscribe and click the bell so you won't miss anything new. It's been a while since we've done a beach walk, and it's definitely time for one. I mean, we walk on the beach, but it's been a while since I've filmed it. And I'm going to be moving fast, getting a little workout in this morning. It's only 7 a.m., but there are quite a few people because we came down to the boardwalk area this morning. As you can see, the Skywheel there's the boardwalk. And so there's always more people in this area for sure. But it's a beautiful day. As you can see, the water looks great. Beautiful. And the sound of the water never gets old. So nice. It's already nice and warm this morning, even this early. I think the temperature is actually in the 70s, but the real feel is already 90. So it's very toasty, which may explain why some people are getting down before the heat hits. Well, it already has hit, but it's not quite so bad yet. Skywheel looks great. Saw it last night in all its colorful glory from a distance. That was really cool. Do you prefer the Skywheel or do you prefer the Ferris wheel at Broadway? Not just to ride, but even if you don't ride them, which one do you enjoy watching the light show? I do think the new enhanced lights on Skywheel are awesome, but I still really enjoy the light show on the Ferris wheel at Broadway. I think they're both cool. Yep, I can feel that sun beating on me already. Already this early, it's crazy. So do you have an upcoming trip planned to Myrtle Beach? Are you a off-season traveler? Do you prefer traveling on the on-season? What's your preference for coming to Myrtle Beach, and when's your next trip plan? Leave us a comment below and let us know. Got some pigeons. Just love that sound of the ocean. Never ever gets old. I'm probably going to wish I wore my bathing suit so I could jump in after this walk. I have a feeling. Oh, look at the tiny little dog. Wow, so small. Must be like maybe a Chihuahua puppy. I am not a dog expert, but he is tiny. People have asked me about that. Can you bring your dogs on the beach? The answer is yes, sort of. It depends on where you are, and depends on each city has its own ordinance. So Myrtle Beach has their ordinance. North Myrtle Beach has an ordinance. They all have different ordinances. So you need to go to their websites and check. But for the most part, during the main tourist season, like the summer season, but it extends into the spring and into the fall some, there's certain hours of the day you can have them, and early is definitely one of those times of the day. And they have to be on a leash that I think is shorter than 7 feet, but don't quote me on that. And otherwise, off season, you can bring them on the beach all day. And you can leave me a comment if I got any of that wrong, but I'm not a dog owner, but I do know you can bring them on during certain hours. My parents used to have a house here and they had a dog, and so I'm a little familiar with it from that. They would bring her out early in the summer for a walk. She was a border collie, so she needed lots and lots of exercise. So this area up here is Pier 14. And they have a restaurant right here on the pier. And they have some outdoor seating for that as well. Most of the piers in Myrtle Beach charge you a fee even to walk on them. Not all of them do, but most of them do. But it is a cool view. It gives you definitely a different view of the ocean from up high. And if you like to fish, you have to pay a fee to the pier to fish, but you do not have to have a South Carolina fishing license. If you fish from the shore, you do have to have a South Carolina fishing license. You can get temporary, or if you come here a lot, you can get an annual fishing license. For some reason right here, I'm getting that really strong ocean smell. It smells so good. So fresh. always enjoy walking under the pier. Gives me some kind of nostalgia feeling from when I was a kid. We did come to Myrtle Beach when I was a kid, so I've been coming here my entire life. I've actually got some pictures of me running on the beach as a little kid, and a picture of me with my dad playing on the beach. That one's really special to me. Mom was always the photo taker, so I don't have a lot of me with her, and definitely none at the beach when I was a child. But I do have that one of myself with my dad, which is special. So there's that red roof, tin roof, and BurgerFi's over there, a few other eateries, and I think an arcade. Of course, there's the 2 arcades that are on the proper boardwalk as well. I mean, the boardwalk actually extends down here as well, but the proper boardwalk, I consider that area right where the Skywheel is, the main part. Ooh, it smells cigar. It's amazing how far they carry because I am nowhere near another human being at the moment. So I don't even know where it's coming from. That smell really carries. Pigeons. Always nice seeing some wildlife. The birds, I enjoy the birds. I don't like to feed the birds because I don't want that many around me. They will swarm you if you bring food. But I do enjoy just seeing them out and about. The seagulls, sandpipers. Got some little wading pools this morning. A few shells, mostly crushed. It would have been nice to get out even earlier than 7 this morning, but we were up late last night to see the fireworks at Broadway, and so by the time we got back and got in bed, I think it was close to midnight. And so yeah, 7 was the best I could do this morning. Are you a late night person or are you an early person? We're actually early people typically. Staying up for the fireworks for us is a challenge, which I know will make most of you laugh, but we are definitely early people. We work early, and so I think it just gets your body in that mode, and it's just easier to stay in the same kind of schedule. And so yeah, we stay pretty early, even on the weekend. Now we're getting more shells. They're not pretty shells. They're all kind of gray, but a lot more shells. Listen to that ocean. I did get a new mic, and so I'll be curious to see how this comes out. I hope you can hear the ocean. The mic does do some noise dampening to get rid of noise you don't want, but I don't want it to drown out the ocean. So this is actually my first time. It's not my first time using the mic, but it's my first time walking on the beach to see how it sounds and how much of the ocean it picks up. Hopefully a lot. But without wind noise. It's actually quite windy, so this is a good test for that too. Always trying to improve so that you guys get a better experience. It's amazing how quickly the technology changes. Always something new coming out. Yeah, there are a lot of people out. I thought it would just be the boardwalk area, but we're pretty clear of the boardwalk now, and there's still a lot of people. I guess people are gonna, there'll be people out here all day, but try to get in early, and probably some people will be like us and do cooler things during the middle of the day. The heat index today is supposed to get over 100, and so that's when you have to be careful. Especially if, it sounds funny to say, but especially for swimming. If you're out in the sun and you're swimming, you're losing a lot of water and you don't realize it, and so it's easy to get dehydrated. So if you're out here when it's hot, Be sure to drink lots and lots of water. That's another thing about walking on the beach. It's beautiful, smells great. You've got the ocean sounds, ocean smells. I love it. But the flip side is you've got no shade. It's not like walking a shady path. You've got that sun right on you. But I do have a giant hat on. I always wear my giant hat when I'm walking on the beach. I am very pale if you haven't noticed. I know we don't show our faces as much as we used to, but my picture's up there on our YouTube channel, and I am very pale, so I have to keep my face covered, especially this early. I don't really worry about sunscreen too much, as long as I got this giant hat on. But if I was going to be out here later in the day, when like from 10 to 4, when the sun's really intense, I would definitely have some sunscreen on. Because even with the hat, I'm getting sun from the sun reflecting off the sand and the water. Yeah, lots of people out. It looks like a great day for bodyboarding. It's like you're getting a nice little wave coming in, but not so big that it's, you know, painful. Brian and I both enjoy bodyboarding, especially Brian. I like it too, as long as the water's not too rough. I don't like getting turned upside down on my head. But he's hardcore. He likes it no matter what. Lots of big hotels. I still wish, I know they can't have signs on this side, but I still wish they had signs on this side. Some I can recognize, but most of them I can't tell what they are from this side. I can tell you the one with the giant crane is the brand new, not even open yet, obviously with the crane, Marriott. It's a Courtyard and Spring Hill Suites combination, and it's going to open in 2022. So that's exciting. I'm so excited to see more Marriott properties on the oceanfront. There's tons of Marriott hotels here, but there's not a lot that are oceanfront. There's a Residence Inn that's oceanfront, that's Marriott. And no, I'm not sponsored by Marriott or anything. I just happen to be someone who likes Marriott. I think their hotels are consistent. They're clean, at least the ones I've been to. I know there's different experiences. And they don't have any strange perfumey smells or anything, just clean. That's what I'm looking for in a hotel, comfortable and clean. Here's some equipment going. It might be that crane. They did just have some kind of celebration not too long ago about reaching the top, like that, you know, finishing, getting upward expansion. Those are going to be some nice balconies. I'm excited. Hopefully we'll get to stay there. We'll do like a staycation and check it out after it opens if it's not too expensive. That's the problem with the oceanfront. I know you all know that. They're so expensive. So since we don't have to do that, sometimes it's hard to spend the money, but we're going to try to get you guys some hotel reviews. We may already have one out by the time this comes out, because people ask us all the time, where should I stay? And since we've had property here at Myrtle Beach, you know, we don't stay in the hotels. It's been like 20 years. And so I think we're going to stay in a couple and give you some reviews, so you'll at least have a couple of options. Like I said, one may be out by the time this comes out. Ah, so beautiful. Now I'm getting in a section where there's no flat part. It's all slanted. I know it probably doesn't show up on the camera, but I'm at an angle. I think I'll go a little higher, see if it's better. Well, it's about the same up here. It's not really any better. And the sand's very mushy, so I think I'll go back down again. So right up there, I don't know if you can see them, right in front of the hotels, there are chairs. They do rent the chairs. They're managed by the lifeguards that work for the city of Myrtle Beach, but they're privately owned by companies, and so the rates vary. So you'll have to find a lifeguard and ask them how much they cost once they set them up. It's too early for them to be set up now, but they will be set up later. And they rent chairs and umbrellas. But of course, if you have a car, if you have access to a car, you can go to the Walmart here, and sometimes even just the Walmart neighborhood stores, which are like the grocery stores, even they sometimes have umbrellas and chairs, and they're totally sufficient, especially for just a weekend or a long weekend. I mean, both of our umbrellas are from Walmart, and we use them a lot, so, and we've never had problems with them. So that's my little tip. And of course, you can go, if you don't have a car, you can walk to like Wings or somewhere like that, but those aren't going to be as sturdy as what you get at Walmart. The one tip I will recommend, and you can buy this ahead of time just in case you don't find it here, you can order it online, is definitely have an umbrella anchor. That's what's going to keep it from blowing away. You screw that down in the sand, your umbrella is not going to go anywhere. And so that's my big tip. I mean, the Walmart usually does sell them here, but if you want to be safe, you could just order one online before you get down here. Although if you're flying, it's kind of heavy. It's a heavy piece of metal, so you might want to wait till you get here. But if you don't want to fool with all of that and you just want to enjoy your vacation, keep things simple, or if you don't have a car, definitely can rent these chairs on the beach. I think one of you recently told me it was $40 or $50 for the day, but again, it varies. Every one you go to could be a different price, so that's just a guesstimate at this point. So, and I'm sure they're going to raise the prices year to year as well. So if you're watching this at a later time, those prices probably have changed. I think they said this summer has been the busiest summer, I want to say that they said ever at Myrtle Beach as far as occupancy and stuff. I think everyone's making up for lost time, getting in nice family vacation that they didn't get last year. And I think that's part of the reason the hotel rates are so high too. Both the hotels need the money after last year, but also I think just, it's a supply and demand thing, because the hotel rates are definitely high. Like I said, we're doing a couple of staycations just to share that with you, and we were kind of having sticker shock. pretty far up there. Got photographs, don't want to get in that. Memories being made. I love seeing people have fun here. I mean, I have fun here all the time, but I love seeing people who are on vacation or having a good time, enjoying time with their family, enjoying the ocean. It's special to me, even though we come a lot, but I know it's even more special when you can only come, say, once a year. It's funny, we kind of start out that way, just like everybody. Plus, when you're younger, you have limited budget, and then start coming more. And then, like I mentioned, my parents had a place here, so we would stay with them. And then that sort of what gave us the idea to finally get somewhere here. We saw how nice it is that they could come anytime they wanted to. And we were like, yeah, let's do that. And we started with a tiny one-bedroom condo, not oceanfront. It was very inexpensive. Now, there's nothing inexpensive right now. The real estate market's pretty crazy. But at that time, it was in need of a complete remodel. I'm talking back to the basics, but it was so small. It was something we could tackle. And that's how we started. And then we went up from there, over time. We've never had an oceanfront place for a couple of reasons. If you're not familiar, the insurance is incredibly high. Incredibly. If you're on this side of Kings Highway, anywhere on this side of Kings Highway is very expensive for insurance. And also most of the oceanfront properties, the houses we just couldn't even begin to afford, but there are condos that are affordable. I'm talking about the price you pay. Again, nothing's affordable right now. The price you pay for the condo is within reach. The problem is, a lot of times the HOA fees are crazy. I'm talking like $800 or $900 a month crazy. And so we have never had oceanfront property, and I don't think we ever will. Then pile on top of that the risk of issues if there's a hurricane, that kind of thing. For us, it's just value versus what you get out of it. So we don't mind driving to the beach. It'd be lovely to walk out onto the beach, don't get me wrong, but I'm perfectly happy being inland and being able to come to the beach. Plus, we like a lot of the inland stuff too. You know, like Broadway at the beach, Barefoot Landing, Market Common, and there's a lot of stuff, you know, and also the natural things like Brook Green Garden, Huntington Beach State Park, the Myrtle Beach State Park. We have a video on that. I'll link that either above or in the description below. But yeah, there's so much to do here inland as well. Well, I guess the state parks are not inland, but you get the idea. Lots of stuff to do here besides come to the beach. But, well, is the beach the best? The beach is the best. Do you agree? Do you come to Myrtle Beach primarily for the beach, or do you come for other things, or is it about 50-50? I guess for us it's almost 50-50 as well, though, because otherwise we'd go to a different beach. Probably a closer beach. We just prefer the mix of entertainment and, of course, the gorgeous beach. But the beach is the main draw. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to click on the video on your screen right now and click subscribe so you won't miss anything new. Thanks so much for watching. Until our next adventure.